Growing up, I lived generally what could be considered the stereotypical American dream. A family that lived in a good area amongst people who looked like themselves and shared a similar culture, and whose jobs could pay for schooling in an ideal living situation. Although I worked hard to get where I am now, there is no denying that much of my success was made possible by hundreds of years of history putting people like me on top of the world and others on the bottom. When a child is born into this world, they bear the burden of whatever their ancestors and the society in which they have entered accomplished, for better or for worse. A child whose parents were denied housing in the 50s due to their race so the neighborhood didn't lose value will have to grow up poor with no fault of their own. A child whose gender expression is different from the body in which they were born are looked down as outcasts, flaunting their gender and sexual expression. Social justice to me is realizing that every person is capable of rising up beyond these arbitrary norms that we have put in place and striving to take down the power of institutions so that everybody can have an equal opportunity at success. As a teacher, I must look at my students as what they are, a unique set of personality characteristics and a rich tapestry of history, which have influenced every waking moment until they have walked into my classroom. No matter how much I would like to believe that everybody was raised like me, I must accept that some of these children are facing the scorn of society and institutionalized injustices based on their race, gender, family situation, and social class, amongst many other aspects. As a result, within a classroom, those who are not part of this dominant culture find themselves stuck, being neglected by schools and not being able to perform as well as they could. Although students will never hate learning, they may begin to hate school, and their subsequent failure will perpetuate a vicious cycle of the dominant group becoming more powerful and minority groups being crushed with the weight of the world. In order for these unfair treatments to cease, we must empower today's students to both understand the struggles and the culture of their peers and be willing to challenge the status quo and strive to make a true change in the world, no matter if they are from the dominant group or not. I will do my best to encourage this empowerment through true representation of all cultures and viewpoints in life throughout my classroom, whether it be by featuring books which feature all kinds of children as characters, or by researching cultures and including those artifacts within my lesson plans. This way, instead of minorities seeing life through only windows of a dominant group, everybody will have a mirror which reaffirms that they have a right to exist. In addition, the best way to cultivate critical thinking is through natural curiosity, so I will strive to deviate from the normal lesson plan and let my students lead the way, asking questions and striving to make changes within their community. When a debate such as the one in Kauhi's book, Black Ants and Buddhists, regarding the moral conflict of killing ants arises, I will not silence these children. I will encourage this thinking as much as I can, and will strive to bring in any outside resources to facilitate this curiosity. Curiosity combined with a sense of belonging and family within a classroom are key to destroying the injustices in the world of tomorrow. The classroom is the front line for developing democratic citizens that think for themselves. We do not teach for social justice, we are simply teaching for complacency and obedience, which is exactly what the lopsided power balance within our culture desires.